Hello everybody, very warm welcome then to New York. Uruguay take on Spain here in the FIFA World Cup, and it's the last chance for Spain and for Uruguay to top the group then. Uruguay with with a win, or draw against Saudi Arabia, sorry. And another draw to Cape Verde. Really need a win here tonight. Spain also searching and currently top of the group after a win against Saudi Arabia last time out. Right then, let's get down to business then. Uruguay, Rocha starts in goal tonight. Oliveira, Jimenez, Araujo and Varela. Ugarte and Valverde, Rodriguez, De Rasqueta, Pelistri and Nunez starting up front for Uruguay. Rodrigo, Bentancur and Martin Cáceres on the bench, with Muslera also waiting in the wings. Well, a mixed start to Uruguay's World Cup. 2 draws. And Cape Verde in with a huge chance of qualifying tonight as they play Saudi Arabia on the last match of this Group H affair. Spain, though, looking dangerous. And, well, there were some cheers, whereas one name didn't get rung out around this starting 11 tonight. The big news is Lamine Yamal starts, Oyarzabal and Williams up front. No Ferran Torres, Simon, Cucurella, Laporte, Kubasi, Llorente, Pedri, Rodri, Ruiz, Williams, Oyarzabal and Lamine Yamal start. Zubimendi on the bench. And Ferran Torres joins him too after 2 poor showings. And all the goals have come from the midfield. Spain did beat Saudi Arabia, of course, but it was a tight one at best. And now 2 of the best teams, a repeat of a semi-final in 2010, comes to fruition. Welcome along then, everybody. This is probably as big as it comes then. Pedri knocking it forward for Oyarzabal, and Jimenez clears away. Rodri pushed in the back by Nunez, but it was all sorted quickly. Pedri forward to Inaki Williams. Rodri. Well, Lamine Yamal will be hanging on that right hand side tonight. The teenage prodigy has really excited Spain in their hopes. They were, of course, the European champions in 2024 after beating England 2-1 in that final in Berlin. Arasqueta. Of course, Lamine Yamal will be looking to maybe make things right tonight. Here's Pedri. Inaki Williams. Pedri back to Rodri. Here is Fabian Ruiz. Ruiz! Wide of the post. Luis de la Fuente has said there's no alarm. But tonight could be. They win tonight, of course. They do go forward into the round of 32 in first position. Cape Verde might also throw and spring a surprise. We need to wait and see on that one. But a draw will take them above Uruguay, remember, if Spain do win this one. Guillermo Varela knocking it into the box. Here is Arasqueta! Oh, what a goal! Uruguay take the lead. That's a perfect cross from Varela. And this is just poor defending from Spain. Arasqueta had a... Well, what an incredible header that is. And there's so many Spain players in that box that should be doing a lot better. And Uruguay lead 1-0. Here's Varela. Rodri. Here is Pedri. In for Spain! Good save by Rocher, and now that's Spain really starting to ramp it up and maybe chase this game a little bit. Skater. Here's Rodriguez on the left-hand side. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Here's Inaki Williams. Rodri. Lightning one up! Oh! Wide of the mark from the talisman. It looks like he just tried to... I don't know if he tried to bend it initially and it just ended up curling away, but... that would have been some goal from Manchester City star. A lot of people thinking he's on the way out of Manchester City this summer. So the transfer merry-go-round goes about in the next few weeks. Inaki Williams, big space for the Spaniard inside the box. A couple of oversteps, and he did overstep. And he's gone out for the goal kick. So Arrascaeta goal. That's just a top header. Unai Simon. He had chances, but wasn't to be. Oliveira. Rodriguez. Forward by Oliveira. Rodriguez again into Jose Maria Jimenez. Up on the half-time break, of course, this would... And oh, actually, I've just heard the news. Spain currently will be dropping down to third place with this. As Cape Verde are leading at Saudi Arabia at the minute. It's Williams, good save by Rocher. And well, with this 48-team format, it does mean teams like Spain will be saved. Good save that by Rocher. He's had 2 big stops already. Of course, this is the setting for the final of the FIFA World Cup this year. Williams into the box, looking in. Oyarzabal heads it to the ground. Rocher will be very pleased with that. Here's Pilistri. Here's Guillermo Varela. And oh, well, Simon this time denying Darwin Nunez. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the half-time break. Good start then for Uruguay. Arrascaeta with the goal that separates the sides at the half-time break. Mikel Oyarzabal and Spain struggling up front again. Can't change the man, but you can change the identity. Half-time. Uruguay 1, Spain 0. Welcome back, everybody. Second half underway here in New York, and Uruguay lead Spain, the European champions. And it's currently sitting as if Spain are going to drop down to third. This could be a huge night for them. Uruguay with 2 draws. Cape Verde with 2 draws as well. Here's Fabian Ruiz playing it forward. And Spain are going to go down to third position as it stands. This is a huge thing because it throws up the draw massively. Here come Uruguay again. Rodriguez. Simon with a good save. Rodri. Pedri. Wide out to Lamine Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Back to Kubasi. Spain trying to play quickly. Lamine Yamal. Cut back for Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal hits one. Rocher with a good save again. Say it once, I'll say it again. Spain knocking at the door. Arrascaeta. Valverde. I think Uruguay are the only team that I have seen in many years who haven't changed their kits. Here's Nunez for Uruguay. Good save by Simon. Cucurella clears away. Oyarzabal, good work to get that ball. Pedri has to play it back. Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. Rodri. Pedri to Oyarzabal. Rodri. Kubasi to Fabian Ruiz. Here's Pedri. Pedri. Inside the area. Lamine Yamal. Back to Marcos Llorente. Spain got forced out of the box there. And this is not looking nice. Pedri. They've just got to have a go instead of passing it. They did the same against Cape Verde. Fabian Ruiz. Rodri back to Williams. The Uruguay team are becoming a hard resolve for this competition. Dark horses in 2010 when they had Forlan and Suarez, and was Lara back then too. Williams hit one. And Rocher with a good save again. Rodriguez. Luis de la Fuente will not be pleased about losing this last game. Cape Verde still ahead. 2-0 now in Texas, where they're playing in this game at the minute. Rodriguez played across the box. Arrascaeta. Nunez almost had a flick on, and Unai Simon there at the right moment, the right time. Lamine Yamal. Rodri. Here's Lamine Yamal again. Oyarzabal. Rodri! Good save by Rocher once more. 5 to go then. Pelistri coming off for Araujo. Oyarzabal and Ferran Torres comes on to a resounding boos from the Spanish end of the stadium. Williams knocking it in. Laporte. Laporte! Heartbreaker Uruguay. What's this? Wow. It's almost like he sets himself up and just throws himself at it. What a goal that is from Spain. And Almira Laporte has levelled it up with just a few moments to go. It does also mean then Uruguay will drop down to third. Spain will be finishing second in the group. And Cape Verde, unbelievably, will top it. Llorente. Oh, he's not giving a penalty! Penalty Uruguay! With only seconds on the clock. A handball in the box by Marcos Llorente. And this, Federico Valverde against Unai Simon to send Spain down to third. Hammered home by Valverde. Look at Bielsa as well. Oh my word. Spain have been demolished. They've been heartbroken. And Federico Valverde has put Spanish hearts in fracture. This has got to be the last kick as well. One penalty. This is marvellous stuff from Uruguay. They've stolen it at the death for a bit of fortune. And that is it. Uruguay then will top the group. Cape Verde in second. Spain in third. This is a huge moment. Spain will have to face one of the big sides in the round of 32. And I tell you what, I'm really, really excited by this. At full time then, Federico Valverde's penalty and Arrascaeta's header have put Spain ahead, Uruguay ahead at the end. Full time, Uruguay 2, Spain 1.